Well, welcome back to Subnautica. I am your humble host, SpoonsAsunder, and this is the future site. Well, not so distant future, as in, like, momentarily. This is the site for my new base, so I will begin construction presently. So, I have a moon pool laid out here. It was kind of difficult to find a spot that would accept it. I know I'm running out of air. So I'm gonna take that away, but I kind of have to base my base around a moon pool. Where did I leave my sleep? I just said I knew about the oxygen and then I ignored it. Yeah, so I'm gonna base it around that because it was not wanting to go anywhere, which means unfortunately that I have to build it first because I can't put another piece on the moon pool until it's actually built, and then I can start laying them out, I believe. So that one's gotta be first, so I gotta go find the materials for that, which might take a while. I do need to build a fabricator. Did I even take my submarine over here? I didn't take my submarine. I'm gonna go get my submarine and then build a fabricator in it, and then I can make the materials to build the moon pool.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Stupid biter. Yeah, it is telling me that I need fluids, and I am hoping that those plants have grown. I don't know how fast they grow. Or if I've planted enough of them to be completely sustaining. But I'm hoping that they're fully grown so I can just pop a couple of marble melons in my mouth and, be good. Otherwise, I'll catch some more fish, and I do have a little reserve, like emergency water around, so I can always drink that if not, but I forgot I have to go through here. I don't like going through here. I did build a base on one of the floating islands before, but that was back when the submarine was impervious, so I don't know if those little things can actually damage it now or not. So I probably shouldn't build there. It looks like they're grown, but I don't have space. I did bring table coral. I got a little bit of time before I die of thirst. So I'm going to this one and fabricator. I have all this stuff now. And I want it somewhere easily accessible, so I'm gonna put it. I used to put it right here. Why it won't let me anymore? Fine. Well, that's not fun. I don't want to put it on the ladder. Oh well. I'll put it here-ish. Yeah, there. There we go. Now I should be able to craft this stuff using the power of my submarine. And that hopefully will give me enough space to go chop a couple of waters and there.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Unfortunately, I only had 3, so I'm going to chop the last one and plant more. That's the downside of the marble melons, because you have to chop them every time you replant, which means that you're using up some durability on your knife, unless they got rid of durability. That would be nice. But, so. It makes it slightly less efficient, whereas the potatoes seed themselves. All you have to do is plant the potato again, and you don't have to chop anything. So that one's nicer because you still have to waste one on replanting, but you can use all the rest and not use up your knife in doing so. So, what did I need to build the moon pool? I already forgot. 2 ingots of lube and 2 lead. Do I have any of that laying around? I have 2 lead. Got some more titanium, and I have a lube. Just need a couple ingots, unless I have any. I do not have any ingots, but I do have a lot of titanium, so I can probably make most of it. There's 1, and I am only 2 titanium short of another ingot. So Let me just pick up whatever scrap I see first. Or I can just scan this thing, which will probably give me 2. Whatever's in the box. Yep. And there we go. Now I have enough. Simple as that. Of course, using up the power of this thing is a problem for another day, because I do want to find a power cell charger that I can throw in here as well. Hopefully the recording's going alright. It looks a little laggy. I don't know. We'll find out. So, now I have made all this stuff, and I forgot that I wasn't actually in the right place. So, I need to drive this thing all the way back to my base. Is that a peeper inside of my boat? What are you doing in here? Get out. Get out. You are not welcome here. What? That's just swimming through my base. Ooh. I didn't even notice this. Or did I? And I just forgot. Polyaniline. I can't make that. Okay, so some of the stuff I can't make. I could potentially make that if I figure out what polyaniline is. Ooh, yes. I also need to customize my submarine. So, I will start up the engines and...
Powering up.
Powering up. It's all British and epic is what I was trying to say with my words. So, I will be back at my almost base, and I'll name my submarine and give it some fancy colors and show it off momentarily. Unless, of course, something horrible befalls me on the way there. Every time I see open ocean, I just like half expect something giant to come racing towards me immediately. I am surprised that I have not seen any leviathans yet, because I've traveled a good amount of the map at this point. I even got to this very deep section with all the floating islands that I'm about to cross. And I figure probably the deeper the water, the more the leviathans would feel at home. Because they're too big for shallows. So, yeah, it's gonna go fine. I'm almost there. Am I here? Am I? Yep. It's right here. So I'm gonna park this thing here-ish, I think. It's probably a good spot.
Engine powering down.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Immediately. Oh good, these are already done. Oh. I spoke too soon. Only 5% too soon. Oh, but it was still too soon. It said immediately. I must eat it immediately. I can't wait for no more 3%. 2%. 1%. Immediately. Okay, now I can eat. Now I can actually pick up more than one.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Wait, it's over 100? Is that bad if I go over 100? Am I gonna get fat now? I don't know. I thought it would just stay at 100. So the food grows surprisingly quickly, which seems to be keeping up with my rate of consumption, which is always good. I'm gonna save here and then start customizing my boat. Okay, well I was working on my boat here, but I just got a weird message, another lore thing, that I guess is for the captain's quarters. So I might have to be going there and doing something about that. I don't know. Strange to just randomly get that. And behold, my newly decorated submarine. It has been given the name Ezekiel, which is the name of my favorite character in one of my favorite shows. If any of you out there know which one, hooray for you, because you're watching good TV. If you don't know, it's 3%, which is a Netflix show. And because of his character's association with water and the like, and the terrors inside, then
30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I figured that was an appropriate name for such a horrifying place full of water. So, it is my tribute to my favorite character on one of my favorite shows, Ezekiel. the submarine. Nom, nom, nom. I hope there's no penalty for going over the hunger threshold like that, but I need the water, and this is my best source of water right now, so I'm gonna keep doing that. So now it's all freshly saved, and I have all the ingredients. So I'm gonna swim on over to my little moon pool here, which I believe is in the right place. And no, don't do that. Just construct it. There we go. Do I not have lube? I could have sworn I picked up lube. Maybe I needed two of them, and I only picked up one. Oh well, there's always time for more lube. I even have extra stored away. And why not? I'm gonna need that anyway. Let's try this again. Build it. There we go. 4.8 is my current base strength. I think that's only really useful if it hits 0, or if like creatures are going to hit your base. So this is a good spot, I think. It's probably not powered,
Warning,
right? No.
emergency power only.
There's
Oxygen
fish in it.
production offline.
That's weird. Okay, now I can start building the rest of the base, but I think I should take care of power first.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
You're an inanimate object. Yeah. How did it know I was psychologically distressed? Anyway. That's probably a stupid question because I mean, look at me, I'm a mess. But yeah, I don't like how much the computer seems to just know about me. And I am not about to anthropomorphize an inanimate object. And unless I want to like start feeding monstrosities, I don't think I'll be getting a pet either. Pretty much screwed. I believe it was gold and titanium to build power transmitters, right? So I'm going to take any that I have in storage, which is probably not much. I probably should have organized this. Okay, I have a decent amount of gold, but I'm out of titanium. So I gotta get more of that. So being the nice person that I am, that peeper that was swimming around in my submarine half the map away, yeah, I'm just gonna release it right now. So I'll just drop you. And you can swim away and live a life anew in an entirely new place. I won't cook you and eat you. I'm full. I don't need you. So you can just swim away. Have a good life. Alright, gold and titanium. So that's right. What about solars? Quartz, copper, and titanium. I want to do a thermal because that's 50 power a minute. It's twice as fast as the solar panel, and I believe that's dependent on how hot it is. So the closer you build it to a thermal vent, it could be more than that. But if I can get these all the way to the surface, then it doesn't really matter. It's just that these don't work at night, so it's slightly even less efficient in that sense.
Seconds.
Although I don't know how long the day-night cycle is in this game. It might not be even. Got some salvage. I want to use this fabricator minimally if I can help it because I don't have a power cell charger yet. But once I'm able to build the power for the base, I can move it in there and be able to use most of it there. So I can use it for a little titanium in order to do that and not feel too bad about it. So power transmitter. Will it show me how close that I need to build this, or do I actually have to build I probably have to build the power collector first. Oh, look at that, just found the copper. Just what I was looking for. And more gold. I think I'm going to take out my Seamoth and go hunting for a little bit more quartz. Unless I have a bunch of quartz in here. Yep, I think I turned it into glass instead. Yep, it's been turned into glass. Oh well. Finally got my water up, so they're about even now. Food and water should be taken care of, unless something happens to these plants. So I can start eating potatoes now too. I, of course, will be moving them to the base once I have the base done. So I believe there's a decent amount of quartz in the shallows region, so I'm hoping it'll be right here. And I can find some quartz laying around, maybe in the caves. Well, let's go look. I do need copper too. There's a quartz. And more. And copper? No, but I still want that. Alright, so there's a few quartz. They do seem to be much... Nope. It hit me anyway. What is that? Okay. Okay. Get away from me. And this is the safe shallows. Got some quartz. I need to find a place that is as close to the surface as I can get and close to my base. So probably like right here. I could like build a little tower to get it above the water, but I'm pretty sure this is close enough and the solar panels will be fine here. So let's just fill this whole place up with them. Fancy. That's charging fairly quickly. 70%. This one's 69%. Yeah, so I think that they're in the right spot. That should be enough sun to keep them happy. So I'm gonna fill up this whole thing with them once I have enough materials, but just to get it started, I'm gonna make that be all of them for now, and then start working on the placement of these. Oh, this is weird. It's not like on the thing where you'd expect it to be. It's very offset. Maybe they're still working on the power transmitters. I need to go basically straight down though, so. And I put it here. Good. So it does align better once it's actually there. Hopefully this line shows how far it'll stretch. I think so, that's about the limit, like here-ish. Will that go all the way? It will. Oh. You need very few of those. Wow. Well, I like it to look neat though, so I want it to actually follow a line that isn't through rocks to get to my base. Then put it here-ish, if it'll go. And there. Make it a little nicer. And this should be the last one, if I can get it on this wall. Like that. There we go. Nice and neat. And that goes all the way up into the surface to gather all the power of the sun. So what I want to do is eat 2 of these. Nom nom. And cut both of them. Because I want to replant this, and then I want to replant 4 more in my base. And I'm going to take a potato to do the same thing. And I need 1 more table coral to be able to put a fabricator in my base as well. Because I don't want to like destroy the one in my submarine, because I might need it on the go to like craft emergency fish or water or something. If something horrible happens. So.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
My base is sort of good. It's got fish swimming through it, and it's only 1 room, but and it's open to the ocean. It's an open concept base. What can I say? But it's a start, so that's good. I don't know where I'm gonna want the fabricator for forever, but I just pushed the wrong button. But I'll put it here for now, so I can build stuff in the meantime with the power of the sun instead of my Cyclops. Because Ezekiel has been put through enough. I don't need to take any more power from him if I can help it. I'm gonna plant some plants in the little pot here. Again, I don't think that'll be the permanent spot for it, but that way I'll have food here if I need it. And put some potatoes in that one. There we go. It's a base, and I should be able to park my Seamoth in there now to recharge it, now that it has power. Alright, let's see how this works. right in here, and is it gonna? It is. Wonderful. Okay. I get out of it on this side, which is good to know, so that might be helpful for base orientation. Can I repair it here, I hope? Yes, I can. It was getting a little damaged. Much better. I'm gonna save now that I have a decent base started, and then start laying out the rest of it. Okay, so I have made a battery charger inside the base, which should help me with efficiency, so now I can use tools basically as much as I want, because I can always bring the batteries back, and the base will recharge them. I have started laying out a base here. I'm going to have a thing coming off there, and now on a connector with a ladder, and then my base is started here, and then I'll probably want to lead it off in this direction and have it like stick up by this grapevine eventually. But this is a good start. I just don't have the titanium for it, so I'm gonna hop back in my little sea moth, which will probably be my primary transportation, unless I need to get like a lot of stuff, and then I can throw it in the whatchamacallit, Ezekiel. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. But for just a few things, I'm just gonna take the sea moth because it's much easier to recharge.
All systems online.
All systems online. Alright, let's go find some titanium. Also, don't have to be stingy about the light anymore. I was being a little stingy because I just didn't want to waste power, because I had a finite amount of power cells, and I still do, but I can recharge them through the CMOS. So, like, I don't really need the power cell charger in that sense, because I can always move the dead ones to the CMOS and then dock the CMOS, and I believe it'll charge that power cell, and then I can go put it back in the submarine. So if I don't find the power cell charger soon enough, I can do that and it'll work. It's just cumbersome. I don't want lead, I want silver. There we go, silver. All I had to do was ask. I like that now my waypoint says Ezekiel. It's as it should be. Oh, and I also did finally equip that rebreather, because either the radiation's gone or it can't reach this far to wherever I put my base. Yeah, 5 slots left. So I'm safe. I don't know if it's helping, honestly. I think the breath is going down about the same rate as before, but if it does, it does. I don't know. Oh well, I probably shouldn't leave the hatch open like that. That's probably a glitch. That just flooded my whole machine. And then again, it kind of does that every time I get out, doesn't it? Maybe it has like a draining system for whenever that happens. I don't know. I should rename my beacon too. Did I just hit my submarine? No. No, don't think so. Fine. I hit a little fish and it did 8 damage. So let's turn those salvages into titanium so I can use them and hopefully build all of this base. I don't know if I have enough health to build it all, or if I need to start building some reinforcements too. I'll find out soon. I had more than I thought. And these are all charged. Look at that. Okay. Let's go build and construct that. Okay, 3.7. And I should probably... Oh, I need to build a vertical thing. I don't think it'll care which order I do it, but I'll do that first because it's connected. 3.2. That. 2.2. It's getting weaker. Now hopefully I can do this one if it'll let me. That one. Is this going to bring it too far down? 0.9. Yeah, that's a little low. I'm not going to build that one until I reinforce this thing.
Separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Well, that's just depressing. Maybe I have the self-discipline to actually have my work and leisure spaces in the same area. Ever thought of that? Didn't have to remind me, no, this is not your home. You're stuck on an alien planet. Stupid computer. There, I built a ladder. Now I can go up here. And if I don't get stuck on the floor, this is my first room. Isn't it lovely and empty? Just like my soul. Oh, I could put a bulkhead because that'll strengthen it, or I could put a reinforcement +7 for that. Wow. I think I can put a bulkhead like right here. Seems like a good spot to seal off the living area from the moon pool and all that. So there. I have the titanium, but probably not the lithium. And now I can't walk through it. And that was stupid. I'll put it there when I actually have the materials for it. How's that? Hello, Zeke. I need some lithium from you. I'm gonna take some glass too because I think I'll need to build stuff out of that. Just anything that looks remotely useful, I can charge that. I'll just take it. Oh, I had salvage. Why didn't I just refine that? Whatever. There's some lithium. Leave you gel sacks in there alone. Probably don't need that much lithium, but I do have more if I do. It's a nice looking little base so far. It's gonna look nicer when I'm done with it. So, right here-ish, I want to put a bulkhead. Does the orientation matter? I don't think it does. It'll just always be that way. And up there. Open that up. Cool. It's sealed, but not from the fish that can swim through walls. And I guess I should put another one here. And open that up too. There. So I should have a lot of defense against flooding now, if that were to happen. It probably won't. Do I have enough inventory? Nom nom.
Vital signs stabilizing.
A nom. And a replay. But yes, I was going to put another battery in here. And there. I'm carrying too many power cells. I'm going to put a few of them in there. I believe with this salvage metal, I will have enough to build that second room up there. So that's something I can do. We'll empty some space for more titanium gathering. So, build that. Built. 3.6. Not bad still. So, the base has begun to take form. I'm gonna put a window here overlooking my little, moon pool, spinny thingy, whatever this is. I don't know why it needs an antenna, but it's there, so I can watch it spin from in the base, because there's nothing better to do on this horrible planet. This seems like a good place for an observatory. Didn't I have some enameled glass, or did I use it? Going into... Let's go check with Zeke. This is why I don't like the lockers, because I never use them again. If I ever build them, I build them in early game, and then they're just clutter from then on. So it's annoying. That's why I didn't want to build one, but I built it anyway because I was desperate for storage. Do I really not have any enamel glass? What did I use it on? Was it for the submarine? Is that what that needed? Okay. Can always get more stalker teeth. I do have the glass. That's interesting. Apparently I can put this on my base and then run pipes, I guess, and just get remote oxygen somewhere. I don't know why that would be very helpful, because I can always just jump back in my Seamoth or whatever. So unless it's in a place where my Seamoth can't go, like really, really deep, I don't know. That doesn't seem very useful. Suppose I could use it for guidelines, but that'd be a waste of resources, really. Oh yes, I did get that thing that I mentioned that I never read. The captain's quarters thing. What's that about? High security terminal, captain's quarters. Before they lost communications, Altera HQ uploaded a set of blueprints to the Aurora's main computer. There is a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters located behind the prawn bay, from which the blueprints should be accessible. The code is 2679. But why did it give me that now? I already went through the whole Aurora, except for this room. I cleared out everything else. So, I can go back there in the next one, I guess, now that I have a base. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to get a blueprint from that for probably something for the story mode. This wasn't there last time I played, they had not implemented any way to get into the captain's quarters at all. So now there apparently is. So I have no idea what's back there. It just says a blueprint. So I'm guessing it's for something to progress the main story. I don't have to use it right away though. So I'm going to finish up some stuff on the base and then show it off and end the episode there, ready for my next expedition. Okay, so I have gathered a lot of things. Quartz was the one that was hard to come by, but it let me build all of these new solar panels. So my base down here is all freshly powered. I had to fight off so many crash fish to get all those quartz in the caves. And by fight off, I mean they exploded all over me, and it was not a fun time. But that's over now. So my base hopefully has enough power now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
375. How about that? So of course I do want to expand that more, but I don't have enough resources at the moment. But I've done a lot of building, as you may have seen coming in here. I got a little passageway up from the moon pool there, and I was going to build a window there, but I don't have enough quartz for that, so I gotta go back in the crash-fish caves. This goes up to the main base, and I put a hatch in here for it, for quick, easy access, and some storage containers, so I can put all my good stuff away there, just like I'm doing now. And they hold a lot, as you can see. Lots of stuff. I moved the stuff from my submarine into here, so it's a little safer in case the submarine blows up. Because unless something like is horribly game breaking, I am not one for save scumming. So if I lose my submarine, we'll probably just build another one rather than refresh. So I'm gonna put a little observatory here and here, but I gotta go get stalker teeth for that. So that'll probably be the next episode or in between. If I mean, you guys don't want to just see me farming for days. I also have this, which is a scanner room, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna do something when I built it, so I left that unbuilt. All it needs is a table coral for some reason. I have no idea why it needs that, but it needs that. So I'm gonna go put that on there right now and see what happens, if anything. It built it. That's what happened. At least I can go in there and check it out, I guess. Let me show you the top floor. Yeah, well, not the top floor. The middle floor now, because I put another floor up here, which has nothing in it. But there's the observatory. This way is the scanner room, which is all sorts of fancy. This is much better than it was before. Shows a pretty wide area of the map. I got the shrooms here. I'm in this little cave. And up there is all my power and safe reef. That's a really good secluded spot, I think, now that I see like an overview of the map. I'm patting myself on the back for that one. And it looks like I can search for specific things. How about quartz? That would be nice. What did you find? One? They found one quartz in this entire area. That's why quartz is hard to come by. Maybe I'll have to get to a better... Oh, I guess it just slowly finds it. Oh well, I got that working on it. I guess I can use upgrades here for better range or for scanning faster. Good to know. Down here, I put in a little window, which is nice. I do have the battery charger, so that's working away. I want to test, because I grabbed some of those power cells from my Ezekiel up there, and I want to see if I can just swap it here to one that's 0, and then
emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Oh yeah, can't exactly dock it if it's 0. But if it's half, I can do that, and that should charge it if I'm right. Yep, power's going down pretty quick, and that's charging. So I can charge it as long as it's less than all the way dead. Because if it's all the way dead, then the sea moth won't move and I can't put it back in the dock.
Fluid intake.
Yes, yes, fluid intake. Where's my knife? I need my knife. So yes, I have organized a lot and redone a lot. Food and water are stabilizing. I got that all taken care of. I got a lot of the materials that I need, all the basics, and I should be ready for some expeditions coming up here. I just got a couple buildings that required difficult materials to make again, but other than that, it's pretty good. I wonder if I can just swap it like right here. I can. So that way I can still do the 0. If it's already docked, is it still going to charge? I think it is. Let's look at that. Yep, it's charging. So, who needs a power cell charger when you can charge it way faster with your CMOS? Imagine that. I probably shouldn't say that. They might patch it in the... Why did the lights turn on? Oh well, yeah. So I will be full of power and full of resources, and just I'm all set. I should probably make a health station. Oh.
Warning, emergency power only.
Well, there is that. It kind of killed my base because I was sucking all the power into the power cells. I think the power cell charger being slower would help, or it could just be that the solar panels are very slow charge and it's nighttime. Either way, small problem. So, as I'm running out of air in this unpowered base that I have just built, things are looking better than it would appear right now. Many thanks for watching this video, and until next time, may your spoons be made.